Okay, today we are going to be looking at PWM audio on the XP Deus 2 and why it is one of my favorite audio types that I use out relic hunting. And it is an audio type that all of you need to check out if you have an XP Deus 2. So what does PWM stand for? PWM basically is pulse width modulation. And so what it's going to do for you out in the field is when you get over a target, it is going to tell you a lot of information about that target. Number one, PWM probably gives you the most tonal nuance that you're going to get out of the machine. And the XP Deus 2 is one of the best audio machines on the market. And with this setting and running PWM, you're going to be able to sort of hear the shapes of the target. So if you're over a coin or you're over a button or you're over a ring, then PWM is going to smooth that audio out to give you a softer sound. Whereas if you have a misshaped target running PWM, you're going to get sort of a forced sound. It almost like it has a little bit of flutter to it. It just doesn't sound the same as a coin or a ring or a button might sound running PWM audio. So you can actually hear the shapes. And I would strongly suggest each and every one of you that are interested in testing this out is to go out and run this test yourself. Get a misshaped target versus a round target and play around with it and see what you see. We do have a demonstration that we're going to show in just a few minutes, and hopefully it comes through on the audio. Sometimes you just can't hear some of those things the same way that you can hear if you were listening to it live. But I did record it, and hopefully you can tell some of the differences between the misshaped target versus the round target. But again, it gives you the most tonal nuance out of the machine when you run PWM. Now there are other audio types on the XP Deus 2. There is square and high square. So for those of you that might be coming over from a different manufacturer and you're used to more of those fluty sounds, then you might prefer square and high square. But I will say that PWM gives you more tonal nuance and more information than high square and square. So check those other two out too, and we might do a video on those as well. But I do believe PWM definitely gives you the most information, and it tells you a lot about what's underneath your coil and why you might want to try PWM audio if you're not already. So let's watch the demonstration. Thank you for watching. And again, if you're new to the channel, we've got more great information coming on the XP Deus 2 as well as many other machines. So check out our content on the channel. And if you like the video and like what you're seeing on here, then hit that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate that so much. And we look forward to bringing you a lot of other content based off of all the many machines that are out on the market. So stay tuned for that. Check out this demonstration. We'll catch you guys on our next adventure. And again, thanks for watching. Okay, so how do you get to your audio options on your XP Deus 2? This is a very simple process. All you're going to do is you're going to press your options button over here on the far left hand side. If this doesn't appear right up in the screen audio at first, then you're going to use your center button and you can scroll down until you see it. But once this gets to the little speaker, all you're going to do is go over here and hit select. Okay, from there you're going to see the volume, which is how loud the volume is going to be. And you can go to audio filter, you can go to your equalizer, or you can select whichever audio that you would like to choose. So we are looking at PWM naturally, but if you want to select another one, there's square. All you do is hit your plus or minus button. There's high square, and then back to PWM. So we're going to be showing PWM in this video. So I want to show you how you can sort of tell the differences with PWM. PWM, I think, gives you the most tonal nuance, And so we've got a couple of targets down here, and of course you guys can see them right there. We're going to swing over. Well, this is a colonial button here, and then we've also got an Indian head penny there, and then we've got this big piece of brass. So I want you guys, and I don't know if it's going to come out really clear on the video, but you can definitely tell a difference in the piece of brass versus the coin. PWM tends to modify the coin sound to make it more smoother, more rounded, whereas when I swing over the big piece of brass, of course it's a bigger object, so it's going to sound louder, but also too you're going to notice that it's got sort of a almost like a little fluttering sound to it, more so than the coin by itself. So we're going to swing over these targets just so you can see why PWM is so good, especially in a lot of trashy sites, and cleaning up those targets and giving you that really smooth sound, especially over round objects like a coin or like this colonial button that I've got in my hands here. So anyway, let's swing over the coin first so you guys can hear what I'm talking about with PWM. And that's what we have selected. And for all practical purposes, we are running general as our test here. We haven't really done anything. It's the default settings for general. And we're going to swing over this coin. I want y'all to listen to it. Now, it may not come out quite so clear on the video, but hopefully you can tell the difference. And you can go out and do this test for yourself and sort of see and listen to it. So when you know you got something that's odd shaped like this piece of brass versus something that's round shaped, PWM can definitely help you in that situation. So let's swing over this coin, let you guys hear this. And it's got a very smooth sound. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece of brass down here, and I want y'all to hear what this sounds like swinging over this piece of brass. And it's got that sort of forced, harsh sound to it. And PWM can really alert you to those trashy targets. So that's where that is going to help you guys out in the field. And so again, when you're running your programs, if you want to pick up something that's going to tell you about conductivity and intensity of the target, then you're definitely going to want to use the PWM audio for those types of situations. So PWM is going to help you definitely with round objects like buttons and coins and rings. That's where it's really going to have an advantage. And then of course it's also going to give you the intensity level of the target. So something that is bigger, more conductive, then it's going to definitely let you know that or alert you to that as well. So that's why I run PWM on the majority of my relic hunting programs, as it helps me in that type of situation. So again, I know a lot of you know what PWM is, but there may be a few people that don't, and I just wanted to pass that along and sort of relay this information to you. So again, hope that helps someone. Again, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And check out more tips and more instruction from Southern Relic Adventures. We'll catch you guys on our next adventure. Take care.